Good morning. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, North Metro. I'm Reverend Michael Torfey.
I'm Reverend Valerie Torfey.
I'm Sheila Fawson.
And I'm Greg Fawson. We do the broadcast production.
I'm Dr. Ernestine Garcia. I'll be doing the reading.
I'm Jake Fernandez.
And I'm Robin Hackett, and I'll be your guest musician.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Good morning. Let's get started with a prayer. So as I turn within, I have a clear recognition of the allness and the awesomeness of pure spirit, being everywhere present all the time, present in this moment, as this service, as all those who participate in this service, knowing that life is so very good that it gets to express itself through each and every person that participates in this service in any given way. I know that the Spirit of God is within us, is before us, and is all around us. Mm-hmm. And all we have to do is open our eyes and say yes to it. And it guides us and directs us in everything we do. So I accept that for this service today as it unfolds in all its splendor and glory, knowing the truth of all creation. We are eternal. And for this, I give thanks. And simply together we say,
And so it is.
So it is.
We have Robin Hackett, our special music today, and we're in for a treat whenever she shows up and plays her music because she's awesome.
We are. So we're going to do the purpose statement and the announcements, right?
Oh,
First, then, okay. The purpose of our spiritual community
Usually we do this.
is to be supportive to all those who are seeking support, to practice and live unconditional love, to be non-judgmental and forgiving, to embrace oneness, to join all others who want to co-create a world that works for everyone, all cultures, all races, all sexual orientations, all life.
so it is.
So it is.
So it is.
So check out our website at cslnorthmetro.org. You can go to contact us and add yourself to the email list. You can go to prayer requests and get prayers for the week. And also the affirmations and the prayer that Stephen Anthony writes every week are right there on the request too. So you can have those all the time. Today's title is Practice Makes Understanding. And
So you jumped the gun. We're going to get some music in.
I thought I was supposed to do that before the music.
No.
Sorry. Does that mean we get 2 songs in a row because I messed up?
Nah, we'll be fine.
I'm sorry.
I'm fine.
So
Oops.
Oh, you're right.
There's a light. There's a light in the darkness, and the black of the night cannot harm us. We can trust not to fear, for our comfort is near. There's a light, there's a light in the darkness. It will rain, it will rain in the desert, in the cracks of the plains. There's a treasure like the thirst of the sea. We await, we believe. in the desert. La 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 we will fly, we will fly, we will let go to this world, we will die, but our hearts know we'll see more on the side. When the door is open wide, we will fly, we will fly, we will fly, we will fly, we will let go.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Who's that by?
That's by Emmylou Harris.
Oh, wow. It's a beautiful song.
Oh,
Thank
yes, it is very beautiful. I love singing that song.
Yeah. Thank you for bringing it to us.
You're welcome.
We're going to do some other stuff and we'll get back to you for another song.
Okay.
All right. So, you'd already done all that stuff.
So let's be Ernestine.
Yeah. It has to be Ernestine.
Has to be.
Because it's always Ernestine.
That's right.
That would
You know.
definitely be me.
Yeah.
I am Ernestine. Hello, everyone. I get to do, and it's an honor to do the affirmations in the reading. The affirmations for the week of December 10th, 2023, written for us by Stephen Anthony. Please repeat after me. I celebrate the light, love, and spirit within all living beings.
I celebrate the light, love, and spirit within all living beings.
God's essence overflows from my being always.
God's essence overflows from my being always.
The creative wisdom of the universe is present in my consciousness.
The creative wisdom of the universe is present in my consciousness.
Unlimited potential is expressed in all my experiences.
Unlimited potential is expressed in all my experiences.
My spiritual practices deepen my acceptance of Spirit's oneness.
My spiritual practices deepen my acceptance of Spirit's oneness.
With every breath I take, I am one with the divinity of the universe.
With every breath I take, I am one with the divinity of the universe.
And together we say,
And so it is.
Okay, today's reading is from the book A New Design for Living by Ernest Holmes. Always remember this. No matter what we are giving a spiritual mind treatment for, whether it pertains to ourselves, other people, or conditions, we first find out what is wrong. then know that the opposite thought will erase it. Start as simply as that. Everyone can do it. No one can think any better than any other, and no one has any more authority about it. No one is any closer to God than another. The one who is willing to abandon themselves to the genius of the universe, to the realization of their intimate relationship to it, and who applies their thought and feeling and all that they are to this conviction, will find not a void, but a solid foundation for the creation and experience of a joyous new life. A new life that is the outward manifestation of a new pattern of thought. And together we say, and so it is.
Yay.
Yay.
Thank you. Once again, Rob. Oh, there you are. You're
Yes.
hiding on us.
Oh, what a great thought. And thank you, Ernestine, for the reading, because I feel like this season is about new life. And so this is the only holiday song that I have. And I never mention or plug myself, but if anybody likes any of the music that they hear, please go to my website, and you can purchase this song that I'm about to sing as a single, and it's called This Holy Night.
Hmm.
So. As we gather for this season, let there be rhyme and reason. Oh, lay aside all earthly things, welcoming this newborn King. We are wise and we are great, and this is why we celebrate. Oh, ash to ash and dust to dust, we are one. All of us. The gift of love, the gift of life, reminds us why on this holy night, for there inside of every star is a perfect light. We truly are. So as I lay me down to sleep, this I know, this I believe, that we were born into the light on this holy night. Star bright, I wish I might have the wish I wish tonight, to all things great and all things small, peace on earth, goodwill to all. Peace on earth, goodwill to all. Oh, 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 oh. Peace on earth, goodwill to all. Oh,
That was beautiful.
thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you
That-
so much.
Everybody go out and buy it because it's a great Christmas gift.
Yeah.
I
It's
just,
not
I just picture candles lit, the fireplace going, and sitting with your friends and your loved ones and just getting all cozy with that song.
Yes, yes, it is a very cozy song. It's a cozy
Yeah,
song.
thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Boy, that was beautiful.
That was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. So our title, Practice Makes Understanding. I would imagine that 99.9% of the people in the world have heard practice makes perfect. And it's true, because the more you practice something, the more clearer it becomes in your understanding of what you're practicing. And the whole idea of practicing is to get mastery over something. I like the name of our spiritual teaching, Centers for Spiritual Living. It's a positive statement, meaning that we are sinners all over the world, where people are living spiritually, and they come to our teaching because they want to live spiritually. And so we have all these centers, but right here, right now, we are a center for Spiritual Living North Metro, and each person that participates in our services and in our what's the one I'm looking for? Our ministry, they are living for something, for spiritual living. And so in order to live spiritually, it's important to have a practice of some sort. And within our spiritual teaching, within Centers for Spiritual Living, there's a great education system that teaches anybody who's ready how to live in a deeper sense of who and what you are, how to connect more deeply with that which created you, and how to express it individually, because you are an individualization of this one perfect expression of God. You are that child. You are that son or daughter of pure spirit. And it's a glorious thing. But in order to hold that and within your heart and your mind as a constant, we have to practice. And we have to have a practice. There's so many different practices within our teaching. One, which was referred to in the reading, is spiritual mind treatment, which is another way of saying prayer. But when Ernest Holmes created this thing called treatment, he wanted to get away from this old-fashioned way of thinking what prayer has to be, and create a very clear path on how to pray coming from you and being spontaneous with your words, because your words have so much more power when they're spontaneously flowing through you. They're fresh, they're new, they're right now. They're not repeated over and over and over again with the same words, and getting disconnected with spirit. So we develop a practice, and that practice is individualized through whatever works for you. when I mentioned treatment, it's a very, within Centers for Living, what we practice is science of mind and spirit, which is what Ernst Holm called religious science. We believe that it is a science, but not in a traditional way, where a theory is proven and everybody agrees that it's so. This science is a spiritual science, and what that means is that as you practice it, you become it, and no one can take that away from you, because it's your own individual path, your journey to glorious ways of living, ways that you never thought possible before you came and started practicing the science of mind and spirit.
Mm-hmm.
So when you understand something, then you have a clear path to mastering it. When I say there's 5 steps of treatment, we have to get an understanding of those 5 steps. 5 steps meaning recognition. You're recognizing God as all, in all, through all, the one intelligence, the one creative force that created everything in the universe and beyond. So you're connecting with the God. You're connecting with God. You're getting a feeling what God is, and then you move into unification, where you unify yourself with this wonderful atmosphere, this wonderful feeling that you created through your recognition of it. And in that unification, you're coming to grips with, or to the understanding that I am that which God is. I am that thou art. And it was true for me, it's true for all people, that God is right where we are all the time. Then we declare our truth, which is done in the mind of God. We declare that whatever it is that you're praying for, say it's for health, say you're going through something, a challenge in your health, well, then you declare the opposite of what you're experiencing. You declare that you are more than this thing that's going through your body. I've shared with you all on numerous times that I was diagnosed with it that must not be mentioned. And I say that that must not be mentioned because when you name something and you focus on it, then it becomes a lot faster in becoming you.
You give it power.
You give it power, and you don't need to give it more power. You need to understand that you are a child of God. So I came up with this this other name for it that doesn't say anything other than the park is in the sun. And when I think of the park in the sun, I think of a glorious day in the park with our grandkids, and the sun's out and it's beautiful. And that's what I bring my mind to. That's a practice that I can practice. That's something that I can get understanding for, that I am more than what's going on in my body, because I can step into my true self and know that I rise above anything that may be challenging me. And I can do that to the day until I leave this plane. That's just my body. And my body has no control over who and what I am. And people that won't know me know that that's a truth, that nothing can stop me from my connection with God. And that's true for you. Nothing can take away the ultimate beingness that you get to experience on this plane of life. That God is so good all the time. There may be some that are diagnosed with something, and they're saying, no, that can't be. Look what I'm going through. Look at all the negativity that's in my life because of this thing that's in my body. Well, the more you focus on that, the more it's going to eat away at you. Within you, there's a higher truth, a truth that cannot be denied. You don't have to deny what's going on in your body, but you don't have to empower it either. You can state what you see as your truth. I am, therefore thou art. Thou art, therefore I am. I am this eternal being made in the likeness and image of God. And no one can take that away from me because I stand on solid ground, knowing that God is my all. God is all in my life. And this is a glorious thing. This is why we have a practice. You have a practice for whenever something's challenging you, you can move to your practice through prayer work, through meditation, through however it is that you set up your practice to unfold in your life. You can use it. You can use it to help other people see who they are by treating for them. You can use it to just continue to have the good in your life that continues to motivate you, bring the creativity out in you, and just follow the yellow brick road, because it goes to beyond us. It goes to the glorious place that you get to experience just by living, just by being here.
So I took this title and I looked up practice in the Science of Mind book. I actually used a book that I think his first name is Tom Sanar wrote, but it's a digital book that's on the Science of Mind Archives website if you're interested in it. And you can look up any word, and then you can just scroll down, and that word will be highlighted in all the different writings that Ernest Holmes has written and used that word. And so I just did that, and I found so many things where he talks about the practice of giving and receiving, and he talks about the practice of gratitude and the practice of meditation, and on and on and on. And so I just wanted to focus in on how if we set ourselves ready to practice, we practice giving and receiving by understanding that we give to where we're getting our spiritual food, and then we receive. And I've just so many times in so many classes, and was it Edwin Gaines, who was talking about how absolutely poor she was until someone suggested to her that she started tithing. And so she actually started doing that, and she is like the teacher for abundance now. We had her come talk to our congregation when we were in Grand Junction. She doesn't charge a fee. She takes a percentage of whatever people donate when they come to see her. And I think that boy, is that living her truth, because she knows she's going to have enough and more than enough. And she doesn't have to say, I need this many dollars to come. She says, I'll take whatever percentage of whatever people donate and I'll be there. Mm-hmm. And she lives it. And so as we begin to live our practices and practice these teachings, we discover all kinds of things bloom in our lives. And another thing that we practice is gratitude. When we're thinking about what we don't have, whatever we're thinking about, we create. And that, I think, is the basis of this teaching, is there's no separation between us and the divine. And the way it works through us is as we think, that's what we create. And so as we're thinking about what we don't want or what we don't have or what we don't like, we're creating that in our lives. And so if we start practicing gratitude and we're just grateful, we're grateful for everything that's already been provided, everything that's going to be provided. We're grateful even in a situation which is a thing we maybe didn't want, for the lesson of the thing we didn't want, so that we can overcome it and work through it and move on to bigger and better gratitude. We practice it in terms of healing our mind, body, and spirit. We practice it when we're thinking negative thoughts, we're creating negative consequences. And so when we're doing our practice and we find ourselves thinking a negative thought, thinking about what we don't want or what we don't like or who we don't like or what's going on in the world that we don't like, we're creating more of that. We're creating it in our own lives, but we're also creating it on the planet. So as we begin to realize how absolutely powerful we are, and we're able to use this practice of science of mind to begin to think about what we do want, begin to think about what we do have, begin to think what we're grateful for, begin to think about all the good that's already in our lives, then we'll experience more of that. And so as we begin to learn how to use our thinking, how to use our mind, how to use this teaching to expand ourselves and expand our reach and expand our thinking into what we do want and let go of what we don't want. And when we catch ourselves thinking about what we don't want, we can absolutely negate that and move on to, do you want to talk about that a little bit or not? No?
No, you're doing good.
Okay. Well, you do that so well. I just thought you could.
I'm not sure. What
All right, never mind. So another practice is meditation. And as we practice meditation, then that's when we take the time to just be still and be silent. And, you know, sometimes meditation is just sitting there still. And sometimes meditation for me is colors. And sometimes meditation is, I see what I'm supposed to be doing or the next thing, but it's all just about the practice, whether it's me just sitting in the silence and having to catch myself because another thought came in and let it go, and another thought came in and let it go, and another thought came in and let it go, or whether I have one of those meditations where I get lots of colors and all kinds of good things happen. It's all the same practice. It's that putting ourselves in that spot, which is our meditation spot, and being present to opening ourselves and becoming more aware of that which is us, that is beyond our normal, outside of ourselves thinking. There's so much more of us that's the spirit than there is in the outside of us. There's the practice of non-resistance, and that is when we get attached to a thing being a certain way, then once we've attached to it, then we cause ourselves stress and unhappiness. There's a practice of mindfulness. There's a practice of sacred service. There's a practice of treatment. And we talk a lot about spiritual mind treatment or positive mindful prayer. And that's where we just really recognize that we're one with the divine, one with God, one with all that is, one with our experience, one with everyone and everything. And as we can love everyone and everything, we bring more love into the world. So we also can use treatment to heal our bodies. We can heal because what we're thinking, we expand. So thoughts are things. And so as we expand ourselves, as we are aware of our thoughts, as soon as we become aware of a thing that we're thinking that we don't want, we can turn it around and think about what we do want. And we just start practicing and affirming our good and affirming good for everyone. Then that's what practice makes understanding meant for me is as I recognize the principles, as I practice the principles, I can create a better life for myself and also for those around me.
And you get to understand that there is this connection that you have with something greater than yourself. You get to understand that the more you practice, because like with treatment, you'll discover that it works,
Yes.
that it actually works.
Yes.
And the more you witness, the more you experience that for yourself, the deeper your understanding, the more you witness it in other individuals saying, wow, that really worked, prayer works. It's a statement that's said a lot in our teaching. Prayer works, it really works. And that's how you get understanding. When you have understanding, you have knowing. But remember, like the master of the violin, we must never give up practicing, because it's not something that just stays with you. I mean, it does stay with you, but it can be forgotten through things that bombard you, that's unpleasant. It throws you off kilter, and you can bring it right back just by practicing. There's this rabbi, his name is Rabbi Hillel. A Roman came up to him one day and said, Rabbi, I'd gladly become Jewish if you could say everything that being Jewish is, standing on one foot. I'd gladly become Jewish if you could say everything that Jewish is, standing on one foot. The rabbi thought about it for a minute and said, that which is hateful, don't do to everyone else. That is the Torah. Everything else is commentary. Now go out and study the Torah and practice the Torah. Now, that's put in the simplest terms. So if you can just find something and keep it simple and just practice that one thing, start with treatment and just continue to treat and see how it works. That's where you get the understanding. Study and practice to understand in order to keep practicing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not asking much of you, just to take these principles that we teach, work them in your life, and see how great life is.
Mm-hmm.
It's truly wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Shall we pray?
Yeah.
Can you do it? You do it?
Okay. What it is to tap into that universal creative intelligence that is everywhere present, and to have a clear understanding that it, God, Spirit, First Cause, Divine One, is all that there is. You can name it anything you want. You don't even have to name it. You just feel it and know that the truth of all life is there's just this one power, one presence that is giving of itself, creating from itself, constantly expanding within itself and outside of itself. And it is never ending. There is no beginning, no ending to this thing we call God. And its perfection is everywhere. It is the source of all creation. It is the source of peace, of joy, of freedom, of power, clarity, creativity, this and so much more than I could ever comprehend. God is. But what I do know is that God is my life. God is each and every person connecting with us in this moment. Your life. God is all life. The life of everything that exists even the smallest grain of sand is life. Life. My life, your life, all life, one life. And so, knowing that this truth is right where I am, I tap into this one life and declare for each and every person who is within the sound of my voice, right where you are, something magnificent is unfolding. The clarity of your own being is coming into your mind and your heart, and you can't resist growing and unfolding and expanding into your eternal greatness. You are a child of God. You are purposeful. You are so needed in this day and age. So I just call forth the highest parts of you to be revealed to this planet, the highest parts of you to expand into your greatness. I'm so grateful that you've tuned into this service today, knowing that as we go into this next week, miraculous things will happen in your life.
That's right.
You'll see clearer. You'll feel more love. Anything that may be putting you in stress is released and let go of, and nothing can stop you from seeing your highest possibilities in life. As I know this for all of us, I know it for every living being on this planet. Right where each is the presence of God. So I invite you to join with me as we send out light across this earth. And this light lights up places where darkness is temporarily showing itself. The light cannot be undone by darkness. So we just send that light. And it's individualized, as all those that may be suffering, all those that may be in pain, all those that may feel lack or limitation, and just see that light shift something within them, that there's a new day, a new dawn, and all is well. So for this and so much more, I'm eternally grateful. Grateful for having the privilege to speak the word for all of us. Grateful to know that this word cannot come back void, that it's already showing up in amazing ways, so I can let go and let God. I simply let go and let God. With a grateful heart, I let it be. And together we say, and so it is.
Amen, Amen, Aho, Ashe, and woo-hoo!
The day I saw the sun, oh, I stood out in the rain and watched the eagle fly. Yeah, I heard a baby cry and walked right through the storm and felt the wind upon my face. And all the while I could not help but see the life that lives and breathes in you and me. And I am peaceful, yes, and I'm grateful, Lord, and I'm thankful, oh Lord. Yes, I am, and I'm hopeful, yes, and I'm so full, and I'm thankful, oh, I am. I hugged an old oak tree, the earth beneath my feet, and saw a shooting star above. I looked into your eyes and touched an open heart and fell into a whole lot of love. And all the while I could not help but see a life that lives and breathes in you and me. And I am peaceful, yes, and I'm grateful, and I'm thankful, oh Lord. Yes, I am. Oh, yeah. And I'm so, and I'm thankful. Oh, I am. I am so peaceful, yeah. I'm thankful. I'm thankful. Oh, yes, I am. I'm grateful, yeah. And I'm so full. And I'm thankful. Oh, I am. Yes, I'm thankful. Oh, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. Yes, I am. Oh, so peaceful, yeah. So grateful, so thankful, so hopeful. I'm grateful, yes. So thankful. I am, I am, I am, I am, I am that, I am that, I am.
Thank you. We're
You're welcome.
thankful for you. We are so thankful for you and for all those who made this service possible. We give thanks to you, Greg and Sheila, to Ernestine, Jake, and to our special musician who's with us every second.
Second, yeah.
And we're going to continue next year, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Ernestine has said it so, and so it is.
So it is. So
Well, we
Thank
still-
the both
I
of
put
you
it
as
on
well,
early.
too. Oh,
We still have conscious giving and fourth song. I
oh,
put us on early. Let's continue.
oh.
so
Sorry.
Yeah, thank you. Kind of important.
So just move into that place of thankfulness and get a feeling what it's like. And perhaps you're motivated from your thankfulness for everything that's in your life and you're inspired to give. We invite you to give to this spiritual center for its life, for all that it's becoming, and it's becoming more each day. We just invite you to consider us in your givingness. And for whatever it is, we're thankful. So, you want to say something?
So there's a Venmo code on your screen. There's if you go to our website, cslnorthmetro.org, there's a bunch of different ways to give there, PayPal and another thing that I've forgotten the name of, but you can use your credit card on any of the ways that you choose to, or we take checks and our address is on our website. So thank you so much.
So we invite you to shine your light at this basket, which represents the divine flow in our lives and the life of the spiritual center. And I invite you to repeat after me. I embrace the place of thanksgiving.
I embrace the place of thanksgiving,
the place that's in my heart,
the place that's in my heart,
the place that's in all our loved ones,
the place that's in all our loved ones,
the place in my purpose in life.
the place that is my purpose in life.
I am grateful for this and so much more.
I'm grateful for this and so much more.
And so I give thanks for this opportunity to give.
So I give thanks for this opportunity to give.
I give freely.
I give freely.
I give lovingly,
I give lovingly,
expecting nothing in return,
expecting nothing in return,
knowing that it still comes.
knowing that it still comes.
It is done.
It is done.
And so it is.
So it is.
Thank you. All right. They're up.
Be the peace you want to see. Then share your peace with everyone you meet. Let it begin. Let it begin. Let it begin with you. And be the joy you want to see. Then share your joy with everyone you meet. Let it begin. Let it begin. Let it begin with you. And be the love you want to see. Share your love with everyone you meet. Let it begin. Let it begin. Let it begin with you. Let it begin. Oh, let it begin. Let it begin with you and me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think it has begun.
So.
Feeling very strongly about that. Something's begun.
Mm-hmm.
A change in the world, a change in all of us, change the way we see things. And it's going to be divine. It is divine. We just embrace those changes, knowing that something on this planet is taking place, and it's time for the evolution of the soul. And I accept that. So, y'all, thank you for your service. Got anything you want to say before we split up?
I did want to say earlier, because you thanked all of us, but thank the both of you as well for your service and for your vision, and this continues on. And know that it's wonderful and it's touching people untouched.
Thank you.
And that would include me. So I am so grateful, and my life has been more joyous as I practice these principles. So thank you,
Yeah.
all of you.
And I just appreciate the reminder of the, process of going through treatment and all those things. A good reminder.
Yeah.
Always.
Thank you.
And needed quite often.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the same for all of us.
It is.
That's why we continue to practice.
Mhm.
Well, I like that. I like that it's called practice too, understanding that, there are times when we're better at it than others. We continue to practice.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to benedict us out?
Yeah.
And
I've never heard it put that way. I like that. Benedict does out.
yeah, and join us on Zoom afterwards, and we'll continue the conversation. So the Zoom link is in the chat, correct?
Yes, it will be in a minute.
Okay, It's also on our website if you miss it there. All right.
Okay.
So once again, let us turn within, giving thanks for this wonderful day, giving thanks for the unfoldment of each individual into the highest and best way of being, giving thanks for all the good that's in our life, giving thanks for the challenges that pop up now and then, knowing that we can rise above them through our practice and know that life is always good. So very grateful. My heart is filled with gratitude. So I now release, let go. And together we say,
So
so
it
it
is.
is.
So it is.
So it is.
So it is.
And the comments are now. The link
you.
is now in the comments.
Thank you.
Ernestine, are you coming down?
No, it's too windy and cold outside.
Yeah.
I'm going to zoom in.
It's nasty out there. All right. We'll see you on Zoom.
Okay.
Have a wonderful week, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.
Yes. Bye.
See ya.